Good morning, guys. You're watching the Love and Dubai show with me, Simran.
And me, Amy.
Woo!
I have decided to join today.
A comeback on the Love and Dubai show. What have we done
How
to deserve this?
exciting!
It is exciting.
I thought this was the first time that I've actually done this with you, but I don't think it is.
I think the last time for you was that bad that you just like erased it from your memory.
Never, never.
But guys, our top trending stories for today are the UAE is allowing Ukrainians to enter into the country without visa from March 3rd.
And the UAE has officially entered the recovery phase from COVID-19.
As well as expat employees in Dubai's public sector can now join a new savings pension plan.
Oh, that's a good day. Ramadan work timings get as short as 3 hours for government employees.
Oh, so lucky. And as well as an interview with former Bahamian Olympian Nathaniel McKinney, aka Nate the Great, right after all the stories for today. But first, welcome to the show.
Hi. I'm excited to be here. I'm a bit nervous.
And right before the weekend.
I know, see out the week and strong, we can do this.
So what, do you have any weekend plans? Maybe the drop challenge?
They've been trying to do this, right, in the office. Every single point. There is absolutely no way I can do the drop challenge. My knees will give out. I'm getting old. I'm not the youth of today, you see.
Oh, please, Amy, the outfits you wear, they're made for the drop challenge. Just the dresses. And oh, imagine you drop it in one of those. It's going to break the internet.
Well, watch out, people. You'll see me break something. Probably not the internet, but definitely something.
Do you guys know what the drop challenge is? It's with Beyonce's song. Can you hear it?
We'll get Ali to put it on the live. You've probably seen lots of people doing it, lots of celebrities, lots of influencers. We even posted something on our Instagram yesterday, didn't we?
Of course we did.
Always one step ahead, Simran. Always one step ahead.
That's Love and Dubai for you. And Lady Mayowa did it. And so many companies, people at Expo are doing it. But like, what better place to do any challenge than the Expo, like with those backdrops? You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. Can't believe we're in the last month of Expo. I know, it's gone so quickly.
What are we going to talk about anymore?
No, what are you going to do? You're always down at Expo. What are you going to do?
What am I going to do?
Maybe get her to do some work for once. I don't know. No, I'm joking. Look at that. Oh, it's like kicking a puppy. And anyway.
Moving on.
Yeah,
what?
Sorry, the voice is just saying ouch.
Ouch. Ali, the voice of the Baba is saying ouch. It was, that was
a bit mean, wasn't it? Sorry.
I'm used to this. Okay, guys, our first story, the UAE is allowing Ukrainians entry into the country visa-free from yesterday. Now, the UAE clarifies that Ukrainians are welcome to come into the country without visas as a vast number of Ukrainians flee Russia's invading army. Now, the Ukrainian embassy in Abu Dhabi stated on its Facebook page that visa requirements have been waived, taking into account the humanitarian conditions in which Ukrainian citizens were found. And that is amazing news, such a sigh of relief to so many people. just trying to escape the situation of what's happening in Ukraine and Russia. And really, our hearts go out to them and everyone's suffering in this crisis.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the fact that we have the opportunity to be able to offer this kind of relief and a place for people to kind of come and stay and live, like, I think that's absolutely phenomenal. I mean, nobody wants to see what's happening. Nobody wants it.
Exactly.
And it's awful. It's awful for everybody involved. So hopefully it will end soon.
Yeah.
And, you know, we can kind of
move past
it, yeah.
But like you said before the show, no one wants war. Like, it's literally it's not in the interest of anyone, like you said.
Yeah.
So it's just...
No, I mean, it's heartbreaking to see what's actually happening, and the fact that kind of the UAE is kind of standing up and offering this opportunity is fantastic. And, you know, hopefully we will kind of see people that can kind of get here, come to Dubai, because, you know, we love living here.
For sure, and the UAE has really done a lot to support Ukraine during this crisis, especially on March 2nd, the UAE pledged $5 million in humanitarian assistance to help support the civilians affected by the situation. So we are seeing time and time again, when there's a crisis or time of need, the UAE has always stepped up and proved its position of being a humanitarian country. So, of course, just to owe to the leadership here.
Absolutely.
It says a lot.
Absolutely. And to the next story. So the UAE has officially entered the recovery phase of COVID-19. So there's been a stark decline in the number of infections, allowing for authorities to lift certain restrictions, resulting in the relaxation of COVID-19 protocols across the nation, which obviously, hopefully you have all kind of seen. Moreover, the National Emergency Crisis and Disaster Management Authority, NCEMA, shared a series of tweets affirming that the support of the UAE's leadership, the country managed to achieve outstanding outcomes and enter the recovery stage.
Now, the safe return to schools and the resumption of local and international exams was a crucial shift in the UAE. And with that, the community surveys, questionnaires, and sampling polls also found that the index for optimism regarding living conditions in the Emirates is quite high. And that's so good. And you were telling me this morning how you got COVID this time 2 years ago.
Gosh, I cannot believe it's been 2 years. It's actually staggering that we've actually gone through it. And I don't know about you lot, but I feel like I lost 2 years of my life, at least a year.
Yeah.
It just seems to have, I would have thought that time would have slowed down during a pandemic, but it just seems to have sped up, and it has gone so fast. And I cannot believe it was, 2 years. I think, it was an interesting time.
Really, I feel like those 2 years went on forever.
Did you?
Yeah, it feels like it was a decade of the pandemic, because like now we're so used to the masks, just knowing that we don't have to wear them in public anymore. It's just like, no, but I'm just still gonna wear it. You know what I mean?
Always better to be safe than sorry.
Yeah.
Speaking of having COVID twice, because, you know, I'm a ray of health, definitely wear your mask. Wear your mask, sanitize the hands, keep your distance when you can, because, you know, why not? Some of these are just good practices, you know?
Exactly. But you got COVID and you got the short end of the stick. I think you were the first one in the office to get it.
Yeah, I was really fortunate on that front, yeah.
And you had the full COVID experience, like the proper initial rollout of COVID protocols and how to quarantine COVID victims.
So I was quarantined at home. But to be fair, that was okay, because everybody was quarantining. We were still in massive lockdown. And then, got shipped off to one of the hotels, which was an experience. I actually think I did an Instagram live back in the day from my hotel room.
Did you? I know there was an article written on you. A lot of publications got in touch saying we want Amy Jones to give her statement of what's happening in Dubai with the COVID situation.
To be fair, I mean, I just think on the whole, everything's been handled so well. Like, speaking of kind of going back even kind of to the UK, because obviously I'm English, you know, Dubai, it's like life has got back quicker, which hence why we can obviously, why we are kind
of... You got COVID twice?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Got it at Christmas this year. that was really fun too. It was so much. It was a bit of a cold. It wasn't too bad, but it just restricted a lot of things. But again, like Dubai, we've been able to bounce back. You know, work and businesses have been able to kind of get back to normal a lot quicker than many other countries, and I think hence why we're in this recovery phase and how we can do it. And I think they've been really clever about it in the fact that they haven't just kind of gone, right, okay, we're over like some other countries, but it has been a phased rollout approach, which is working for us. So long may it continue.
That's so true. Literally, this is what His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, Crown Prince of Abu Dhabi and Deputy Supreme Commander of the UAE Armed Forces, that's literally what he said, what Amy just mentioned right now, is that we've made so much progress, and the fact that we are coming into the recovery phase, we shouldn't disrupt any of that or spoil any of that, and just make sure that we proceed with precaution even though rules are relaxing.
Absolutely.
And moving on to our next story, now expat employees in Dubai's public sector can now join a new savings pension plan. Now the Executive Council of Dubai, headed by Dubai's Crown Prince, His Highness Sheikh Hamdan bin Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, recently approved of a savings scheme that's been launched for expats employed by the government of Dubai. Now, in a first of its kind initiative in the region, apart from being aimed to enhance the end of service benefits system for Dubai government staff, the initiative looks to safeguard Dubai's position as a career hotspot with a system that offers employees opportunities to grow their benefits and savings for the future.
So the savings scheme will provide employees with a number of financial perks, most significantly, the opportunity to save across the different financial portfolios. So this scheme could be extended in Dubai's private sector workers as well on a voluntary basis, which is so noteworthy. The Dubai workers who do not wish to invest their benefits will also be provided alternative options that ensure capital protection.
Oh,
so you didn't know about pension schemes, did you?
I had no idea. I just didn't understand this.
So for those that didn't, so I used to work in England, and what is something that is kind of effectively a government thing is that we have a pension scheme. So you can opt in. So typically what would happen is that you would have, you would pay 3% or 5% depending on what your kind of company offers. And then in some cases, the company that you work for will match it. So if I'm paying in 3% of my salary every month, the company would match another 3%. So there's loads of different things like that. But it's very much to opt into a pension scheme is kind of always being kind of a big thing. So the fact that Dubai is even kind of offering that, because again, it's saving for your future. I mean, we don't necessarily think about it.
That's so
especially
true.
As especially if you're starting out in your career and you're kind of trying to save as much money as you can, or just have fun with your money. You never really think that you need to safeguard yourself for the future and save for a pension, but it's really important.
This sounds so good. It literally sounds better than any investment you'll ever make. Like you invest 3%. I mean, you put in 3% and you're guaranteed a match up.
So that's for the UK. And that's only for specific companies. So that's basically what companies would kind of offer you, and that would be a case by case basis. But even so, the fact that you are retaining and saving a proportion of your money, and you can elect to do that, and a portion of your money every month to make sure that you are effectively secure for the future, and that you will, having a bank of money when you get to, retirement age, which keeps getting older and older.
So question about this now, if I'm in one company and I have this pension plan there, but there is no guarantee that I'm going to be in this company till I retire. So if I move companies, that I get that pension at the end of
so there's loads. I mean, again, I can't speak for kind of how Dubai is going to be kind of set up, but typically what would happen is that a pension fund is effectively a third party. So some companies have pension funds specifically to them. If you're in a massive firm, if you're in a smaller company, there's usually independents. So again, like typically what you can do is you can either keep it with you, you can merge them, you can transfer ownership. So there's loads of different ways that you can kind of do it because effectively nobody, you know, in today's society, nobody stays in a job for forever, or very rarely they stay in a job for forever. So having that flexibility and allowing for that is always a good thing.
Yeah, and did you hear this year is known as the year of resignations?
Doesn't surprise me, actually. I mean, hopefully not. And any people watching this, you know.
It's called the Great Pandemic Epiphany.
Well, to be fair though, like in most companies, there's always a cyclical approach to people moving on. Like, and it will be one person, and then it will be like a thing. And you do find it in pretty much every company. There will be this cyclical approach. And the fact that we've had kind of COVID and it's been 2 years, it wouldn't surprise me that things kind of have changed and people evolved. Even if they've had an epiphany about what they're wanting to do in their life, or whether or not they're just kind of like, okay, I'm ready for a new challenge because COVID hasn't been great and it's 2 years of...
Pick up the phone and start dialing. I want you to deal with your problems by becoming rich.
I wish I'd save and like so I could retire like now. That would be so good.
And just live out your dream.
Don't tell her.
Guys, moving on to
so on with that. So Ramadan work time is get as short as 3 hours for government employees during Ramadan. So during Ramadan, oh gosh, I can't talk. During Ramadan, ministries and other federal entities will operate from 9 till 2 from Monday to Thursday. Duration of Ramadan. So hold up, private sector peeps, should I say. You'll soon get the word with your updated timings soon too. How exciting.
That is exciting.
I really like Ramadan. I really like just the vibe in the city.
Of charity and just giving back to the community, and they get so generous this month, and that's what we're looking forward to, because every year we get such amazing stories of generosity and people just giving back to
Except the Oasis. Today we're going to talk about the metaverse. The next platform and medium will be...
But I mean, it's good. It like nowhere else really does it kind of as well as we do.
I am Ada, the world's ultra-realistic AI robot artist.
That's a really important thing, which is fantastic.
Exactly. exactly. And these work timings are just to help people that are fasting to cope with just the.
It would be 9 till 4.
Yeah, hopefully it's 9 till 2, but no. Maybe they'll be like, you know what, this year, public, private, you're all the same. Just go with 9 to 2 p.m.
Yeah.
We'll get so much work done.
So much work done. This is why I don't come on these shows. Like, they all start to like say these sorts of things.
Oh, the shade will be thrown from both sides. What? But guys, keep watching because right after this very short break, we have an interview with the. Hello guys, welcome back to the Love in Dubai show, and today we're joined by someone very special, Nathaniel McKinney, aka Nate the Great, and he was brought down to Dubai, to Expo 2020 Dubai by the Bahamas Pavilion, and he's also participated in the 2004.
Today we are at News Warehouse. Let's go!
نعتمد بحول الله اليوم استراتيجية صندوق الاستثمارات العامة 2021 إلى